How's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I want to talk about one of the most interesting pieces of speculation that I've seen so far based off some pretty in-depth analysis of that official Starfield trailer. And real quick, I uploaded a video earlier today talking about a couple important changes that you're going to notice here on the channel, starting with this video. So be sure to check that video out before going forward with this one. But now back to that Starfield theory. Basically, this theory involves whether or not the planet featured in that Starfield trailer was actually Mars, and there is some credible evidence to support this theory as well. And obviously, if Mars is indeed in Starfield, then that means the Earth obviously would be as well. So if we can somehow confirm that this planet is indeed Mars, then that can at least give us a little bit more information about the game's setting or potential lore, and a little bit more credible stuff to base future speculation off of, because basically anything to do with Starfield right now is speculation or deciding if a leak is real or not, and if we can get even a tiny piece of something more credible to base future speculation off of, that would be awesome and huge in the complete void and lack of actual confirmed information we have about Starfield right now. And judging by how a pretty credible leak popped up and then was immediately debunked on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit earlier today, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that you should never trust basically any leak out there. But let's continue on with today's video. This theory about Mars being in Starfield isn't anything new. It's been shared with me quite a few times over the last couple of years and has been reposted over and over again on many different boards and subreddits. So with that in mind, I decided to finally share it with you all today, as well as provide any potential evidence there is supporting this theory. And of course, I'll give you my opinion on all of this as well. First off, this is probably one of the best freeze frames there is in regards to getting a decent look at whatever this planet is in this trailer. Let's go ahead and flip it vertically as well so it's not upside down, because I hate things that are upside down. And immediately you can tell that this isn't the Earth. If it is, something changed drastically over the years, and whatever this planet is, it has a fairly large body of water and a lot of rivers and stuff on its surface. So either it's a completely new planet that is totally fictional and made up within the Starfield universe, or perhaps it's a terraformed version of one of the planets within our own solar system. And obviously the best candidate for terraforming would be Mars, and this planet does seem to look like what Mars could look like if it was indeed terraformed. Of course, this and the rest of this video is speculation based upon individual perspective, so keep that in mind while going forward. However, most of the community does tend to believe this planet is indeed Mars, and here is why. First off, you can see a theoretical image of what Mars could look like if it was terraformed right here based upon the actual height map data of the Martian surface itself. Immediately, the color and hue does look like the planet in this trailer, as well as these random coastal islands of various shapes and sizes do look like the ones in this trailer as well. And here's another fine example of this. This map is again based upon real regions on Mars, and again is a theoretical composite of what the Martian surface could look like if it had water. The similarities are indeed pretty obvious with that which was shown in the trailer, almost way too similar to be a coincidence. I would completely believe if the developers over at Bethesda Game Studios actually looked at these theoretical terraformed Martian images and modeled the planet in this trailer completely based off of those images. Furthermore, one of the more actual productive and non-toxic members of the Starfield subreddit community shared this image, an image that they believe to be potentially the exact spot on Mars that this image could be showing. However, in my opinion, while there are indeed some similarities, the shape and location of the islands and the landmass doesn't quite line up with the planet shown in the trailer, especially when you take into consideration the potential scale issues here. One thing you can't deny though is that overall there are some pretty solid similarities between the planet in this trailer and what Mars would theoretically look like if it was terraformed. And some of these similarities are way too strong to ignore, such as the overall hue and coloration of the planet, as well as how the bodies of water and land masses actually look. There's always the possibility though that we could just be digging into this a little too deep here, and that the planet is just a generic alien planet with water on it, or a different planet far away, perhaps at TRAPPIST-B or whatever that other theory was that I'm not too sure if it holds any ground. But if you ask me, I don't think any of that is the case here. I think there is a very good chance that the planet in the Starfield trailer is indeed a terraformed Mars, and that some of these theoretical Martian images were indeed directly used by Bethesda to design this planet. In my opinion, the similarities are way too accurate here, and if this is indeed the case, then we know Starfield takes place in some alternative version of our own universe, meaning the Earth is within Starfield as well. And it would make sense for this to be Mars and for this to be shown in the trailer, because Bethesda Game Studios did indeed say officially they do put stuff within their teaser trailers for people to speculate over, and they do do put hints and stuff about their games into their teaser trailers as well, meaning this planet, whatever it is, in this Starfield trailer is telling us something. And what else could it be telling us other than the fact that it could be a terraformed Mars? I mean, I don't know what else we're supposed to be getting in terms of some kind of foreshadow or a hint about whatever this planet is. It would not make any sense if this was just some kind of random made-up planet that we're just supposed to like see and speculate over. It would make a lot more sense if this was a terraformed Mars, knowing that Bethesda says they give us hints and teases for those speculation purposes. And if this is indeed the case, and this is actually Mars, and Mars and the Earth are within the Starfield universe, that is even more evidence supporting the theory that Starfield may utilize the overall plot, story, and setting that the 10th planet was going to originally have before it was cancelled. The 10th planet was Bethesda's previous cancelled space game, and kind of their first attempt at Starfield, and the story and plotline of the 10th planet was that you helped build up and defend the Earth and the solar system from a mysterious alien invasion, managing your crew and resources while directing the defense against the invasion as well. It was kind of like Mass Effect, where you went around and you did quests and stuff while going to a more tactical strategic management screen, and you kind of led your defensive forces around the solar system. Somewhat like a mix of Mass Effect and XCOM, I guess, in terms of the resource invasion management system, and that actually gets me hyped. It would totally make sense too for Bethesda to make a more modern and expanded version of something they have already shown interest in doing in the past, especially when Starfield seems to be their second attempt at whatever the 10th planet could have been. The only reason the 10th planet was cancelled was because it was way too ambitious for the time, and the gaming technology back then couldn't make their reality come true, so I don't think they would just completely abandon everything to do with the 10th planet. It would make more sense to reutilize some of its assets or story elements in Starfield, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Of course, remember, this is all speculation based upon somewhat credible evidence, and I find theories and speculation like this to be much more credible than those random Reddit leaks that are always false but for some reason held in such a high regard over there. Reddit is one of the worst contributors to spreading misinformation and building false hype over made-up narratives while debunking and hating on actual speculation based on confirmable and real events. And personally, me and a lot of the rest of the community that I've talked to would rather have speculation like this over one of those made-up leaks any day. So thank you for those that took the time to compile this evidence and come up with that theory. And also, this video was brought to you by the following amazing people. If you want to get a future video shout out like this, then support the channel over on Ko-fi, here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member, or over on Patreon as well. Links are all down in the description below. That's going to finish up today's video though. What I want to know is, what do you think about all of this? As always, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for the official Skullzi merchandise site and the Skullzi Discord community server. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Starfield actually ends up coming out after alien life is actually already discovered in real life. Todd Howard knew. He knew all along. That's what Starfield is.
It just works.